Barky! Barky! Barky, 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 boy! Food time! Come on, Barky! Buffet time! Free of charge! Barky! Bark! Bark! Bark!
Oh yes, Eddie Dorkin.
I'm David Roach, and I come from a small farm in southwest Ireland.
Yes, neat.
It was 12 years ago, approximately. We were kayaking, and Jean said, "Look at that island. I see a dog." And we went over to the island. There was a dog. In fact, there were many dogs. At that point, there were over 80 dogs on the island. Some were wild dogs, some from island farms that closed down 20 years ago, and some were from the floating villages that do not neuter their guard dogs on the rafts, and some were dump dogs by locals.
Are you hungry? I can give you more. Are you hungry?
Some of the islands are unsustainable. No food, no water. We decided to feed the dogs on those islands. We only interfere with dogs who otherwise would die of hunger or thirst. When we go, it's normally, say, 2 or 3 times a week. We start very early. In summertime, probably about 7 o'clock, the boats are in the water. In the wintertime, it's later, at 8 o'clock. That's about 4 litres of water, which is probably enough for several days. It's dry food and meat, wet food. Should be enough for 2 days. Little boy, come here. Come on, little boy. I'm sick of calling dogs. You call dogs.
Little boy, come.
On the islands with unsustainable populations of dogs, there are only 5 dogs left. We have neutered all the dogs on the islands because, look, I'm 71. If I go, MJ is not going to feed the islands on her own. Then the feeding will stop and the dogs will die. Maybe about 10 years ago, when we were taking 200 puppies a year, what do? Well, we managed to home the 200 puppies, but then we said never again. This is kind of something we do because it gives individual dogs a better life. In fact, the dogs on the islands live much longer than the dogs on the shore. Dogs on the islands live up to 16 years. We do it because we started, you just can't stop. Secondly, because we are close to these animals, not in the sense of a Walt Disney loving pets kind of sort of way. They're not pets, they're wild animals. And we do it because we love kayaking. It keeps us sane, gets us our souls back. So, but we don't have a kind of feeling of immense pride. It's not like winning the Olympics or doing something like that. Not at all. Not at all. It's something we do every day because it has to be done.